Welcome back to Morrowind. Last episode, hi guys. Last episode, we did a bunch of shopping. Am I going this way? And nothing much more. How about this little beauty? Yep, this will be useful.
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want from me? Basically, I bought a Demon Tanto, and that's about it. This episode, we're gonna be heading off to Fort Moonmoth because a certain captain wants to see me. And no, I didn't do nothing. He just wants to talk. Okay? So I can see him on my map right here. Moonmoth Legion Fort. Let me just turn on my Eye of Night just to see better. I do love the auto walk key. It's Q by default, I think. It's so useful. It's the best thing ever. I wish you could have this on console. Not that you should play Morrowind on console, but I wish Oblivion and Skyrim had those on console. Again, not you should play any of those on console. Skyrim, you can make the argument that it's the best console experience of, there's the flag, of all the Elder Scrolls games, but that's only because they added mods. Let's not break our kneecaps now, shall we? This is Fort Moonmoth. You can buy some stuff from here.
Shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't I? Yeah, she sells a bunch of stuff here. They drew Popar. Oh, now she knows me. I don't know you. What do you want? That's what they all say. Hello.
Speak up.
Actually, I'm gonna look for your captain. Oh, by look for, I mean I know where he is, but...
Keep moving.
Hello, Larrius Varo. I'm Larrius Varo, Legion Champion of Fort Moonmoth. I've been hoping you might come by. I've got some work for you if you're interested. Yeah, for training in these skills. Through various channels, I've learned a bit about your situation. I'd like to tell you a little story, and when I'm done, you can ask me some questions. And then, maybe, you might decide to go out and do some things. You might, and you might not. That's your affair. And I also want to tell you about a nice present I think the Emperor wants you to have. I'm not sure where it is, but maybe you'll find you want to check back and see if I found it later, after you've done some things. So let's hear this little story. Once upon a time, there was a bad magistrate who took gold from criminal organizations to reduce the sentences and fines of criminals. Everybody knew he was doing this, but nobody could prove it. Because even if it could be proven, the bad magistrate had important friends, and proof is not as powerful as important friends. At the same time, there was a good officer who enforced the laws because he thought laws made people happy and safe, and it bothered the good officer that enforcing the laws did no good because the bad magistrate let the criminals go as quick as the officer caught them. For a long time, the good officer sighed and said, "What can I do?" Because the bad magistrate had important friends, and nothing I can do will touch him. But then the good officer said, "Say, wait a minute. What about the bad people who are bribing the bad magistrate? They haven't got important friends. And if they aren't around, then the bad magistrate can't get any more bribes." And even better, the good officer suspected that the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate were probably criminals themselves. So the good officer decided that it would be good if the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate should go away forever. So that good officer made a little special prayer that there would be a little bloodbath to wash the bad people away. There, isn't that a nice little story? Maybe not a perfect story, because it ends with a prayer and not a bloodbath. But maybe the story isn't over yet. Oh boy. Now this is our quest. He didn't say it, but... Yep. Let's ask him about the nice present. What is a nice present from the Emperor? I'm sure I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a surprise. And, as I said, I'm not sure where it is, but I might find it anytime. So check back if you see I found it. Later, after you've done some work. So let's ask about the bad people. Oh, the bad people are the Command Tongue. I thought everyone knew that. They're a criminal organization. Unfortunately, I don't know who the Command Tongue are. No one will tell me because I'm an officer. And it is against the code to tell officers things. The people in the Thieves Guild hate the Command Tongue. I bet if you ask the Thieves Guild, they would cheerfully tell you who the bad people are and where to find them. Yeah, I've already asked them about Thieves Guild. Let's look at the Bloodbath. The bad people in my story are 5 members of the Command Tongue. I know they're a scout, a pawnbroker, a savant, a thief, and a smith. And they're in Balmora. Unfortunately, I don't know their names. But maybe you can find their names, and where to find them. And then maybe my story could have a happy ending, with a little bloodbath instead of a little prayer. So, we know their trades basically now, and they're in Balmora. Here's what I'm thinking. I love the law. I love the Empire. I love the people I try very hard to keep safe. But sometimes, no matter how hard we try to keep the peace, sometimes there is going to be blood. I think you know what I'm talking about. That's why I ask you to do this bit of work, if you're willing. Yep. So let's spill some blood. Shall we? Let's go back to Balmora.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Oh, sir, tell me about bad people.
People? What do you mean? Come on, tell me. Yeah, understand. I don't want to know about that. None of my business. I stay out of the council club. I don't trust you enough to talk about that. The Balmora Council Club is across from the Salt Strider.
Let's ask more people.